All right, let me ask you this. Politicians, many of them come into the money, they come into power, they're middle-class people, they don't have a lot of money, and they go out millionaires, multimillionaires, many of them. How do you explain that?
Today, we're breaking down yet another instance of intellectual double standards, this time courtesy of Bill Maher on the Club Random podcast. Bill Maher invites Michael Franzese onto Club Random, and Franzese has a hard-hitting, no-nonsense take and exposes Bill Maher's biased, intellectually dishonest ramblings. Let's get into it.
Oh no, there is graft.
Yeah.
I mean, that characterizes, well, finally we have a guy in office who that does characterize.
Who's that?
Donald Trump. You may have heard of him. He won the election again.
Yeah, but he had money before he came into office. He didn't come into government to make money.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
No, he didn't.
First of all, in his first term, we thought, oh, this is as bad as it can get with the graft, because he did things that no president ever done, like kept all his assets. People were staying, foreign dignitaries and leaders were staying at his hotels.
Okay.
That's outrageous. And then he upped that. He put out a meme coin.
Okay.
And made $58 billion the day before he took office.
All right, but he was a billionaire when he went into office.
Yeah, well, we don't even know that because he's such a liar that we have no idea what he was. He certainly acted rich, and he certainly was rich by any people's standards. He had his own plane, but we don't know. He wouldn't release his taxes. He was rich, and he likes getting richer, and he has no qualms about enriching himself in this office. I'm just saying this is new, but it's not new.
Bill Maher's argument that Trump's actions in office were unprecedented. He claims that Trump somehow enriched himself while in power. But here's the kicker. Donald Trump waived his salary. He didn't get paid for being president not once, but twice. And he almost got assassinated. But according to Bill Maher, he only became president to enrich himself. What a joke. And Michael Franzese shattered that myth by pointing out a simple, undeniable fact. Trump was already a wealthy man long before he stepped into office. The data is crystal clear. Trump wasn't hitched to the presidency to strike it rich. He came in with deep pockets and left his bank account just as deep.
In many other countries in the world, they say Putin is probably worth $40 billion. We only get that from literally robbing the treasury, when the treasury and your personal bank account are basically the same thing. And potentates have done this all over the world, Asia, Africa, the Americas. We certainly have not been that country in general. There has been graft, never on that scale. He is because those are the kind of people he likes, or autocrats like that. But I don't think, for example, Xi in China does that. He doesn't need to. Why would he need to? He's the leader of China. He has his own plane. He has his own palace. You can't get richer than being the president. You cannot, even if the salary was zero, because everything is provided for you. And if you want to go somewhere, you get there faster than any other person in the world.
All right, well, let me ask you the difference. He came in as a wealthy guy. We're not counting his money, but we knew he was wealthy. What about Obama? He didn't come in wealthy.
And he didn't leave with that kind of wealth.
Well, he's worth, from what I'm hearing now, he's worth $100 million.
I doubt if he's worth $100 million. That's
what I heard.
But that's what I heard. That's what Trump says.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. People are saying, well, it must be true. Come on,
look
man.
at his life. Come on, look at his lifestyle.
Oh, look,
I'm not saying he's not entitled to it afterward, but I'm saying he became a very wealthy guy.
Okay, well,
This is crazy. If you watch Bill Maher, he's pathetic. Instead of grappling with the facts, Maher resorts to cheap shots and half-baked theories. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Bill Maher still can't let go of his personal vendetta against Trump. Yes, you heard that right. Maher's venom isn't rooted in objective critique. It's marinated in bitterness from that lawsuit Trump once filed against him. But instead of acknowledging that legal action as a closed chapter, Maher uses it as a crutch to justify his bias every time he steps behind the mic.
You tend to get famous when you're the first black president of the United States. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a big accomplishment. So does he get a speaking fee? Probably gets $500,000 or even $1 million speaking
money.
fee. Yeah. Okay. So, but he didn't go in it for the money. He wasn't.
Well, we don't know that, Bill. I mean,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
we don't know that. Really. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that wasn't the only reason he wanted to be wealthy. He wanted to be president. We get that. But I'm sure he thought about, what it was going to do for him financially, too. Why not?
Okay, I just don't think that was Barack Obama's motivation. I think it's something that comes along with getting to that. If you are at that level of success in any field, yeah, you would have some financial remuneration. I mean, it's peanuts compared to what what Trump is doing, that the kind of money he is making from just basically selling the job. I mean, he was, for example, very much against TikTok. Let's get rid of TikTok. Until the TikTok guy came in and said gave a big contribution to his campaign. Then he was all for TikTok.
Michael Franzese, a man who's seen the underbelly of power firsthand, lays down cold, hard facts. He challenges the double standard in how we view political enrichment. While many politicians might fatten their wallets after office, Trump's case is different. His wealth wasn't a product of his time in power, but a pre-existing condition. Francese's argument cuts through the noise with surgical precision, exposing Maher's selective outrage and intellectual dishonesty. It's not just about numbers or policies, it's about integrity. And when you compare that to Maher's bias, the contrast couldn't be starker. His grudge against Trump, lingering from the long-forgotten lawsuit, is a glaring example of how personal bias can warp even the most serious political commentary. Guys, stand with those who deliver the truth, not with those who twist it for their own gain. This is your wake-up call. Demand accountability, demand honesty, and let's leave the biased rants of Bill Maher in the dust where they belong. Stay informed, stay fearless, and remember, when the facts speak, the lies have no place at the table. If you enjoyed the video, please show your support, like, subscribe, and always keep fighting for the truth.